Hi everyone, so today's video I am like super pumped to record. I am going to be upgrading my AHopegardens. I have two of them. I have an oval one and a square one, and I'm going to upgrade those into seed starting machines. I had a friend of mine, a really good friend of mine, she actually came up with this idea. It wasn't mine. You're genius. You know who you are. Thank you so much. She sent me some videos because we'd been talking about how wonderful they are at starting seeds. The seeds germinate really fast, really easily, as well as the AHogardens create really healthy, strong seedlings that grow faster than when you put them in soil. At least in my experience. Everything I've started in this, I mean, look at these tomatoes. These are, I think 3 to 4 weeks old. And then these right here are 2 weeks old. These ones right here. So at this point, 2 weeks, you can up pot these. These should have been up potted last week or the week before. I think they're, yeah, this one I think is like 2.5 weeks. And these are 3 weeks. And then this is a week. Yeah, this one I just started. This tiny one right here in the corner, I just started a week ago. And like, it's germinated in less than a week. She came up with the idea of being able to start more seeds in these. So I'm gonna make this video and follow her instructions that she sent me and hope that I make her proud. Another thing that I think this upgrade would be good for is for like lettuces and kale. If you like to grow lettuce and kales and you like them to be like smaller leaves, like not baby greens, but somewhat like that. Having more pods that you could start lettuces in, which I might do. I might go purchase another one of these specifically for lettuces or herbs. Like herbs are kind of a smaller type of plant, so you could grow more herbs if you wanted to. So let's get into it. Let me show you what you need. Not a lot. This is going to be inexpensive, and I will link the materials down below that I'm using. But of course, first you're going to need your AHopegarden or your AHopegarden. I use AHopegardens. And then, so I obviously am going to have to up pot these babies before I transform it. But I've got this one I'm going to do, and then I've got this oval one that I'm going to do. Ruler, heavy duty aluminum foil. And you're gonna need a knife. This is like the most awesome knife ever. It's got the word tomato carved out in it. You're gonna need a big old bag of sponges because you're gonna be using more pods. I think I'm gonna need another bag. You're gonna need your pods. You're gonna need, you could use any kind of 2-inch masking tape that you wanted, but I wanted it to kind of match the AHogarden, so it kind of looked nice, but you could use blue if you like blue or whatever other color, but it's painter's tape. It's 2-inch thick painter's tape in black. And then you're gonna need a whole bunch of Scotch tape. And I would use a good quality Scotch tape because you need something sturdy. You're building this to be sturdy. All right, that's all you need. Let's get to it. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the oval one here first. So it's all emptied out. There's no water or anything in it. I'm gonna take this top off. So this top now holds, so this is a 12 pod AHopegarden. Let's see how many we can end up making it. You're gonna take your heavy duty aluminum foil. Cover this, so let me just tear that to go around. So, whoop. Now I'm just gonna reinforce this little area here. She said Start at the center of your garden, and you're going to make spaces between each pod an inch between each pod.
So I went through and did this entire thing, only to find out that when looking at it once I was finished, that I didn't quite think that the grid spacing was right. So I ended up scrapping this one.
I don't think this is good. I am going to scrap this and start over again. Number 2. I'm going to come in an inch, and that's going to be where I put my first piece of tape across. Because I want a pod to be able to go right here. I'm going to set that right there, and then I'm going to take the tape, and I'm going to go across right there. So that's where that pod will set. And then I'm going to put this here.
I will say this, having the oval-shaped AHopegarden is not ideal to be doing this. So I kind of fumbled my way through this one, but in the end, it turned out okay. I ended up being able to fit a heck of a lot more pods into it.
It'll be 3. I'm going to set this in the middle, and I'm going to go on either side of it. Okay, so she said you want to have about an inch apart, so oop, that's a little bit more than an inch. I've got it a little bit lopsided, so let's straighten them out. Okay, so let's do an inch apart now. So the tape's going to need to go along there. I'll do another inch. No, if I can get 2 more pods in here. I don't think. Well, I'll do the best I can here. Now we're going to do the other side. All right, now I need a couple more apart. So there's that one. So I need to go across here one and across there one.
So making the grid with this Scotch tape is actually going to help kind of reinforce the aluminum foil a little bit when you go to poke holes in it. So it's more about durability.
What I'm going to do now is I'm going to reinforce the edges. This ought to be fun because it's oval. And it's just going to make it a little more sturdier. I've got that all reinforced there. So then what you're going to do now is you're going to poke holes where you're going to put these pods. And this is in preparation. I'm going to assume maybe I can do one right here. So I'm going to cut right there. Then what you're going to do, this is for strength. So you're going to cover this entire thing with strips of masking tape. Got the first one on there. I'm going to go back and I'm going to get a hole going. So let's flip this over. And that's where that hole is. So I've got one hole going. Now I can reach in here and find might be able to get one right here. I'm gonna put a slit here. And then we're gonna tape that. See if I can't fit another one right there. And then we'll put one here. All right, so let's do the next one. One thing I would recommend is to get the ones that look like this as opposed to these real kind of like flowery looking ones, because they fit down a little flusher than these. I mean, they're okay, but whatever. They'll work. Okay, I've got 4, 5, 6, 7 already in here. And I haven't even got to the widest spot. So I'm gonna just keep going like I've been showing you. Put a piece of tape down, find the holes on the underside, and put the hole through the top. Go through and do the rest of this. Thinking maybe I could put 3 here where I only have 2. So I'm thinking I'm going to take this out. It's probably not the smartest idea, but I think it'll be okay. I'm going to try it that way. If you make a mistake and you feel like maybe you could fit another one, maybe this will work. So let me take these out of here, and I'm going to put down, this one's going to stay, but I think I could get 3 in here. I'm going to put down another piece of tape and do different holes. Maybe I'll double up the tape. See if I can't fix this little boogle I made. All right, a couple pieces of tape. Now let's see if I can't fit 3 of these in here. 2 pieces of tape made it a lot sturdier. It's harder to get this thing through. It works. All right, and then this hole here, I think this is going to be the little stopper thing. I have extra stopper things, so I'll use one of those instead of prying that one off. But that'll probably be where I put water in. Because when it's all said and done, to make this look nice, you're going to kind of go around the edge and tape this down to your AHopegarden. Let's make some more holes. So I'm finding that putting all the holes in the aluminum foil might not be completely necessary, because once you get going, you kind of can see, well, at least I can, where you can put your baskets for your pods. Okay, so I made a 12 unit into a 28. I was able to fit 28 in here. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. So, like I said, finishing touches would be, I'm gonna tear off I'm going to tear off some of this excess aluminum foil. Other side, and then I'm going to tape around and actually tape the top. Tape the top down so it's even more sturdy. And it just looks nicer when there's no aluminum foil showing. So I do not know how many times you can use this grid. I would think you could use it at least a few times. At least I'm hopeful. I don't have to do this every time, every 2 weeks when I go to up pot and restart more. This is uncovered my water line. All right, there you go, guys. I mean, it's not the most gorgeous looking thing, but I don't really care how things look. I mean, you could run with this and, you know, doctor it up however you like, but there's the gist of it. There's you upgraded. Now I'm going to try and do the same thing with the square one, because this one was this one's, I think, a little more difficult than the square one's going to be. Ready to have water put in it and seeds. This is ingenious. I'm so excited for this because I was wondering how in the world to start more seeds at one time in these things, because it just germinates them so well and they're ready to up pot in like 2 weeks. And I could just keep pumping out micro dwarfs all summer long or, you know, mini peppers or, you know, whatever. Seed starting in these things is a game changer. Okay, so I have emptied it out. I've up-potted all the micros that were going in here. Now we're going to upgrade this AHopegarden. Got myself a cup of tea. I feel like this one's going to be so easy. This is going to be like blow my mind easy. I'm just going to roughly, because I feel like I didn't use the grid all that much anyways. I'm just going to put some of this masking tape for like durability's sake. Because I feel like in the end I just kind of winged it anyways. I feel like this is one of those things that once you get the hang of it, you can kind of just eyeball it, because I'm sort of kind of doing that right now. And then that will kind of make, oops, gotta get more tape, make this go a little quicker. First, you know, like when you're making like a recipe, you want to follow the recipe exactly, and then you can kind of change it up to what works better for you. I also think that this is totally easier because this is square and not oval. So if you are planning on upgrading one of these, I would say try to get a model that's square. That way you get the most bang for your buck. Now I'm just going to go ahead and do the Scotch tape or masking tape. I get them so confused up. I think I can get four in here.
So it was at this point that I kind of had the gist of what was going down and how much space needed to be between each of the pods. So I put all the tape down, and then I just kind of eyeballed all of the holes and put the baskets in.
Okay, so I made a, what was this, 8 pod? 24 pod. So I'm going to finish fixing this up, make it look a little prettier. So clean up my mess. So this is gonna be my little water hole here. Put this back on. This one took me all of maybe 20 minutes. This one here took me all of about 20 minutes to make. So once you kind of got the gist of it, and working with the square is a lot easier too. Turned out pretty good. Just recorded my whole outro and wasn't recording. Okay, guys. So here it is, all finished. I have tripled my growing space. There are 24 pods in here where there once was 8. That's pretty cool. I'm about to fill it with water and start some micro peppers and micro tomatoes. I think I'm gonna do micro tomatoes in the other one and micro peppers in this one. But if you like this video and found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see how stuff grows in this and how quickly I'm gonna up pot and transition and continue to use this AHopegarden like this, or AHopegarden like this, please subscribe, because I will update you in vlogs probably. Yeah, this was pretty easy to do, pretty simple. Once you get the hang of it, you can speed through it. So that's gonna be it. And until the next one, I hope you all enjoy your day. Bye.